Hello, my lovely Virgos. This is Erica, and I'm doing your general love reading for June 2019. This is good for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, as well as you can look in your natal chart and see what's in your 5th, 7th, and 8th house. Eventually, I'm going to put a video talking about natal charts, or also called birth charts, to explain more about it. I promise I'll stop being sidetracked one day. Alright, so let's go ahead and get to it. Also, take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's not for you, if it doesn't make sense, then it's not for you. Check out your other signs. It could be vice versa. It can be from, either your point of view or your partner or the person you're connecting with point of view. So just take what resonates, try to use your intuition to see what's going on, and if it doesn't resonate, then it's not for you. Check out, like I said, your other signs and other readers here. Alright, so Spirit, what messages do you have for Virgo in love, June 2019? June 2019, my Virgos. Alrighty, so I'm going to do past, present, future, clarify, and then I'm going to do some advice. Alright, so what's been going on in the recent past for my Virgos in love? Where did it go? Sorry, my big head's in the way. Alright, we have chemistry. Alright, so you could have met somebody in the recent past, or it could be coming up soon. But there's a strong magnetic attraction here. Alright, so for the present for Virgos, we have playfulness. Alright, so to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And let's see what's going to go on in the near future for Virgos for June 2019. Ooh, heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay, so this is a good little, you meet somebody, there's a strong, magnetic attraction. There's some playfulness going on. Make sure not to be so serious about love and relationships. And then eventually, you start to develop feelings and things will get better. So overall energy for this month is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Good stuff. Alright. So, now we're going to go ahead and clarify. Alright, Spirit, why is chemistry here in the recent past for my Virgos? For love, June 2019. One more shuffle. Alright, 2 cards. Why is chemistry here in the recent past? No, you got 3. We have Queen of Pentacles reversed, the 9 of Pentacles, which is funny, it came out in the pre-shuffle, and then the 5 of Wands reversed. So in the recent past, you could have been finally letting go of control. Control of how love finds you, or how relationships find you, and how they're supposed to be, how they're supposed to go. You've just been in the space of, what, if it comes, it comes, it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, I'm not going to be so worried about things, how they happen, exactly how they happen. You got in a space where you're just like, I'm going to focus on me, my money, my independence, myself, my happiness, and I'm going to stop fighting. I'm hearing that, like, you go through times where you're like, I want love, I want relationship. And then you're like, no, I don't want that drama. I don't want that BS. I don't want that, I forgot to turn off my fan. I'm sorry. You go through a time of, you don't want that, you go back and forth between, do I want love, but do I want to deal with that headache? So you got in a space where you're just like, I'm going to focus on myself. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Right now, I'm just going to go with the flow. And because of that, you've made yourself actually very magnetic. So where it says here, chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. Because of you getting in that state of not focusing so much on love and just kind of focusing on yourself and just letting things happen, either you met somebody recently, I'm hearing also maybe a coming together, but you either met somebody recently or it's going to happen where there's a very strong attraction because you got in this very good space in yourself. All right, so let's see why playfulness is here for Virgo. Why is playfulness here in the present? 2 cards. Why is playfulness here in the present for Virgo? That wants to come out. 1 more card for playfulness. Oh, okay. So we have the 4 of Swords with the Fool card. So what could have been happening in the past is, like, you know, you went through some kind of experience with either a particular relationship or just getting disappointed in dating in general. So that's why you went into this space of, I'm just going to go ahead and work on myself. You decided, you know what, let me take a time out. Let me focus on myself. Let me contemplate, meditate. What are the things that I need to focus on within myself? What do I need to let go of? What do I need to make as a standard now? And because of that, you're starting over. You're having a fresh slate in love. You're having a new start in love. And you're having that playful energy with the Fool. The Fool is all about saying, you know what, YOLO. Like, all right, not going to care, not going to try to, you know, make things go a certain way. I'm not going to try to plan each step, and I'm not going to try to make this happen and that happen. Like, I'm just going to go with the flow for once. Like, I know there's an abundance of opportunity out there, and I'm just welcoming it with open arms. And that's why the playfulness is here. You know, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. That's all about the Fool, you know? Just going with the flow and just being a free spirit. And usually when you get into that mode, like, that's when really good things come for you, because you're dropping your resistance. You're dropping that inner fighting within you, really, that causes things to be on delay. So in the near future, we have heart-to-heart conversations. So let's see what this is about. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So if you haven't met somebody, you probably will be meeting somebody. But again, this is the current timeline you are on. The choices you make right now, the behaviors that you exhibit, the people really that you see yourself attracted to, that is what puts you in certain timelines. So if you decide right now that you're going to, there's free choice. There's always free choice. You can decide, you know what, I don't want love right now. So that could totally mean that this won't happen because you have decided you don't want love. So then obviously somebody's not going to come in. Or they could come in, but you decide not to take the opportunity. Also, you could end up, you know, going to your shadow side and going back to old behaviors and patterns. And that could make where, you know, people that are no good for you come in. So it's all about, this is the timeline you're headed on now. But you have to do the inner work and make sure that you're doing, following the actions that are for your highest good, right? All right, so let's see why heart-to-heart conversations are here. I don't know why I was told to shuffle. All right, 2 cards. Why are our heart-to-heart conversations here? Okay. All right. So we have the Empress reversed with the Ace of Pentacles with heart-to-heart conversations. What I'm hearing is that, you know, in the past, you might have been somebody that waits for the other person to initiate things. You waited for the other person to, like, say, I love you first, or you waited for the other person to initiate, you know, conversations or whatever. Or you might have been the kind of person that when you're dating, you really kind of sit back and you let the other person put the extra effort in. But Spirit's saying in the near future, when you do meet somebody, and also in this month, you be the initiatory. So for me, the Empress upright is about, you know, feminine energy. Feminine energy is about receiving. It's about you allowing for things to come to you. You allowing for people to show you their worth. And you are, it's a yin kind of energy. It's a receiving. It's a meditative state. It's a more internal action than external. So for this reading, I'm hearing that, so this reverse, it's going to be yang, meaning this is the time for action. This is the time for you being the initiator. Wow. Words are hard, people. You're going to be the initiator. And as you be the initiator, you're going to be the one to offer a new beginning to somebody, or, you know, a potential for growth. You're going to be the one telling them, hey, you know, I think we should have a conversation. This is how I feel. This is how I think. Maybe, you know, we can grow this into something, but I just wanted to let you know that I am very interested, and let's see where we go from there. The thing is, too, don't get discouraged if the person that you're really interested in, that you put yourself out there and they're not on the same page. The thing is, Spirit wants to start balancing you out, where you have a balance of receiving and giving. You have a balance of yin and yang. You have a balance of masculine and feminine. You have a balance of, you know, taking charge and allowing someone else to take charge. So in this month, it's going to be your turn to be the one that takes charge. The thing is, all of this is working out for the best, because divine timing is at work in your love life. Your soulmate is worth waiting for, but there are some lessons and some things that, you know, Spirit wants to get in order first before that happens. And if you're in a relationship right now that's kind of rocky, I'm hearing that, you know, in the past, again, you might have been the one where you're like, if they don't put the effort, I'm not going to put the effort. If they don't want to talk to me, I'm not going to talk to them. You know, that and the third. But Spirit's trying to say, like, you know what? You need to stop taking love so seriously right now. Stop taking your relationship so seriously right now. Because really, there really isn't anything we should really take that seriously right now. Our reality is a lot of an illusion. A lot of the things that we think are so important are actually very trivial. Very trivial. But our mind and our perception creates our reality, right? So start trying to be the one that you start initiating the things that you wish your partner would do. If you wish your partner would text you more, start texting them more. If you wish they would love on you more, love on them more. If you wish they would take you on a date, start taking their ass out on a date. Because the thing is that a lot of times when we start doing for another person what we wish they would do for us, they reciprocate. Stop focusing on lack or what they're not doing, and start focusing on what they are doing well, and start doing for them the things you wish that they would do for you. And honestly, that goes for singles as well. You know, don't get into a mindset of, I'm not going to do this because I'm not going to take advantage of. You can only get taken advantage of if you have certain expectations. So drop expectations of how things are supposed to be, right? So if you're dating around and you're talking to new people and you wish, you know, man, I wish I had a good morning text from them. That would be cool. Instead of getting mad because they're not doing it, go ahead and do it yourself. Start treating the other people the way you want to be treated. And I bet you $10, it might not be right now, but eventually you will find the person that will treat you the way that you've been treating these other people. Okay? So now I'm going to get some advice cards for the month of June regarding love. All right. Spirit, give me 3 cards for advice for Virgo regarding love in June 2019. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Spirit guides. What advice? Okay. And you got 4. Ooh, okay. So we have the 4 of Wands reverse. The 5 of Swords reverse. Move them over here so you can see them. The 10 of Cups. Always like seeing that card, right? And the Queen of Wands reverse. So what I'm hearing from this advice is let go of your traditional thoughts and beliefs about, again, how relationships should be. If you are a female and you are dating men, don't get so caught up in the men are supposed to do this, the men are supposed to do that. Like, obviously, don't go out of your way and be desperate and trying to, like, you know, chase people, because it doesn't matter if you're a man or woman. It's unattractive. But however, you know, don't get stuck in your head of how things should be. If you feel like the man should chase you, start chasing a little more. And it's not, like I said, you can't be taken advantage of if you have no expectations. Just like, use it as an experiment. That's what I do a lot of times. Like, use it as an experiment. Like, see, you know, I'm going to text this person more, or I'm going to ask them about them day. I'm going to say good morning. I'm going to say good night. You know, I'm going to be the one to ask them out on the first date, right? For me, I'm hearing for this card, it's all about drop the games, drop the manipulation. Like, when I say manipulation, as in, if I say this, they'll do this. If I don't do this, they'll do this. Maybe if I take away my attention more, then they'll come to me more. If you're having to play games with somebody, that's not going to be the relationship for you. Everybody wants a relationship where there's no games, there's no manipulation, there's no, like, tactics. You just want to meet somebody that everything flows from, or flows off the rip, right? So if you want that, then don't play any games. And if somebody doesn't reciprocate the actions or the feelings that you're giving them, all that means is they're not for you. You take the lessons you've learned, you take the high road, and you keep it moving. Because the right person for you is going to reciprocate those positive actions that you're giving, right? Because it's all about emotional satisfaction. So in order to find the person that's going to emotionally satisfy you, or find emotionally satisfaction in the relationship you're in, is by being open and vulnerable and not trying to use reverse psychology on somebody, right? But keep in mind, with the Queen of Wands reverse, for me, I'm hearing, keep in mind remember who you are. Remember who you are and the bad bitch or the bad boss that you are. A lot of people, here's the thing, people will treat you the way you feel about yourself. So if you think you're not worth it, if you think you're not that pretty, if you think you're not tall enough, you don't have this, you don't have that, people are going to reciprocate that to you. And you're only going to find, like, people that don't see your worth or value. But if you know your value, you know your worth, you know exactly what you want, what kind of relationship you want, you will end up finding that. And don't feel bad that things are taking longer than you feel like it should be. Because the thing is that things that are, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? Things that you have been wanting and praying for, the universe is trying to put it all together into a way that will be beneficial for you. It's like, baking a pie. You put it in there. If you were to take it 2 minutes, take it out 2 minutes later, it's going to be nasty as hell and undercooked. You gotta, certain things take time. So in the meantime, work on yourself. Work on leveling up yourself, making yourself feel happy, getting to the point where you're like, man, I love myself. And if anybody can't see him, screw them. I'd rather be single than settle for shit I don't want or shit I don't deserve. Like, I will wait for that, Cadillac instead of settling for that Suzuki what is it? I don't remember. Sidekick. That's what it was. Anyways, neither here nor there, but you get where I'm coming from. Alright, so I'm going to pull a couple more cards for advice and see if Spirit has anything else to say. Spirit, do you have any additional messages for my Virgos in love, June 2019? Thank you, angels. Thank you, Spirit guides. 3 cards. Any additional messages for my Virgos regarding love? Huh? Let's try that again. Any additional messages for my Virgos? Alright, well, I think that's wanted to come out. Alright, so we have, apparently somebody might be stalking you, or you might be stalking somebody that you've just met. But we have a soulmate card and a start over card. So, like I said, you might be stalking someone or somebody might be stalking you. But I feel like, here we go again. So divine timing is at work in your love life. This is all getting you to your soulmate. And I'm feeling that if there is somebody in your life that's making you feel less than you deserve, that's not giving you the time and attention that you want, that's not, that's not on the same path that where you're going, honey, you might just need to start over. Mr. Man out there, you might just need to start over. Because there's a soulmate in this mix somewhere. But you need to reassess the way you're going about relationships. And here's another thing. If you want to get, married, or if you want, a solid, stable, committed relationship, stop messing around with people that don't want a commitment with you. Don't be sowing your seed everywhere and expecting that, a wedding ring will come magically out of it. Like, sometimes you have to cut off everything that's not good for you in order to get to where you want. Because the way the universe works is kind of like a vacuum. All right? So only when there is a void, the universe will try to put something in its place. But when you're messing with a lot of people and you're holding on to people from your past, the universe can't put anything in its place because it's already full. It's already registered as full. So you need to dump all that shit out, let all those people go, let go of your exes and all that, expectations and all that shit, so the universe can go ahead and put in place what is really good for you, right? All right, so last but not least, I'm going to pull a card from my Heal Yourself reading cards. I guess I'm led to do it this month. I don't know if I've been doing it. Anyways, neither here nor there. So, what is the one thing that Virgo needs to work on? Let me rephrase that. What is the biggest obstacle in Virgo's love life right now? What is the biggest obstacle in Virgo's love life right now? God, I keep getting this. Family and tribe. All right. I have to read from my book because I just got them like last month. I haven't really learned them, so bear with me. Family and tribe. Be very discerning with other people's opinions. Become aware of how the beliefs of your family and tribe are influencing you. What did you learn about relationships, money, and opportunities when you were younger? Ask yourself, am I still carrying some of those outdated beliefs? Am I trying to seek love and approval from my family by doing what they want me to do? An important question to ask yourself is whether you are living your life in order to make someone else happy or yourself happy. This card asks you to examine your loyalties, family beliefs, superstitions, and rituals that have power over you. Let go of anything that is not serving you. Start over. You're also being asked to face your fears of being different and embrace your uniqueness even if others don't understand or approve of your action. Another thing, what I just heard is that if you have okay, so when people, how can I say this? Okay, for me, for instance, when I started dating, when I was into, the esoteric arts, the occult, metaphysics, any of that stuff, I wouldn't tell guys. I felt kind of ashamed that I was into divination because I live in the South. So a lot of guys are Christians, right? And if they're not Christian now, they still have that programming where they think this stuff is weird, they think it's wrong, or they think you're kind of an idiot for believing in this stuff, right? So finally, I just said, screw it. You're going to have to accept me for me. If you don't believe in this stuff, okay. And if you're not willing to at least accept it, then I don't want you. Then you're not the person for me. And I have finally come to the conclusion that my man, my husband, is somebody that if he doesn't start off believing this stuff, he will. He will through me. Right? Because you're going to be around me enough. Bitch, I'll make you a believer, right? Or he already is interested in this stuff. So, we're going to be simpatico. So don't ever feel bad for who you are and what you like. Because when you start marching to the beat of your own drum, you will find other people that are just as cool as you. Right? All right, so often working with your energy centers, in particular the root chakra, can help you release past limitations and hurts, increase your confidence, and help you manifest your desires in the physical reality. So if you don't know anything about chakras, Google or YouTube it. It's very helpful, very insightful. I need to do it myself more. Chakra balancing meditations. So definitely focus on the root chakra. The root chakra all has to do with your security, your stability within yourself. If you have an overactive root chakra, you might be using sex as a way to make you feel better about yourself. You might be using sex just as a way to not feel kind of alone. Or an underactive root chakra is where you don't like want anybody to touch you because you're so kind of scarred from past trauma, right? So look up root chakra meditations, and also heart chakra also, because that's very important and when trying to manifest love. All right, so I hope this resonated. Take what resonated, like I said, leave the rest. Check out your other signs. Check out other readers. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have already, you are awesome. So I hope to see you back. I'm going to try to do mid-month general readings this time. Last month was kind of crazy. Anyways, love you guys. Love and light. Take care.